What's up guys, it's Project, I'm back, and holy hell, Capcom just released a brand new trailer for Monster Hunter World from TGS earlier today, and dude, this trailer is pure hype. Not only does it show a plethora of new monsters, but it also really puts an emphasis on story with a band of characters to be playing alongside with lots of cutscenes of your travels and hardships together. This is something I really liked when I heard them say story was getting more attention. Most people don't play Monster Hunter for the story, but that's because the story always sucked. Maybe now though, the story may actually be worth your time and fun to experience before eventually spending 300 plus hours in post-game like usual. I'm happy to have a beefier story. We also got new info about the game. Initially they said the release date was going to be early 2018. We'd assume maybe March, maybe April, but no, they Falco punched us with the January 26, 2018 release date. That is crazy. They said early 2018, but I didn't expect it to be that early. That's about 4 months from now. Super hyped. I wouldn't be surprised if it's pushed back though, considering nearly every other major game to come out got delayed some way. But jumping to the trailer, again we saw boatloads of new stuff. The first of which was a bizarre new map that looks like it's underwater, but given the split second we see it seems to be just on land. Extremely cool looking though, with coral reef type rocks and jellyfish like creatures floating in the air. Maybe it's a certain section of a map, but if this is an entire map done like this, that'd be sick. It would be nice to see them deviate from the standard earth, fire, ice, and jungle type maps. The trailer then proceeds to show off the main hub and characters more. Again, they seem to be putting more spotlight on story, or at least some of the characters are part of the research team you're a part of, even with English dialogue, which is super welcome in cutscenes, whereas in past games they just did grunts, which was pretty lame for cutscenes specifically. But now, fully voiced, assuming Japan will have Japan voice work, while obviously in the West we'll have English. But anyways, we see Guild Wifey and a new side character. He's a third wheel, am I right? Seems to be an edgy juice head type character, and of course he'd use the greatsword to overcompensate for something. But now he looks cool, and so does the new looks at the main hub. The game looks gorgeous, I'm really liking the look of it. Shown here are more palicos, one of which is wearing a new armor set on the far right. We also see even more furballs, some cool cats cooking, potentially our chefs for meals in the main hub, so there's still that charm and lightheartedness in this game, to some people's relief. Then we are introduced to another character, probably the most important one. Looks to be the main chief for this game, so like past games, he's the head honcho who you get the main story quest from. He's got purple lipstick on though, so watch out if you cross him in the bathroom. I assume he's the head of the research operation you become a part of at the start of the game, so he'll lead you to the bigger and badder mons as you progress. They then show off the new Mega Monster, potentially Elder Dragon. I don't remember if they specified it, but it's a giant black canyon monster that we got teased before from the Wildspire Waste trailer. And then we get into the meaty stuff. New monsters! The first of which is a new sick looking white snake like lizard thing. Nargacuga, step aside, we got a new spiky tail Simon King. Honestly, this thing looks really cool, and I tend to really like the slimmer, faster monsters like Nargacuga, Mitsusune, Barioth, one of my favorites, so I'm sure he'll be a lot of fun, provided he doesn't have poison. Then we get introduced to what undoubtedly will have the most attention in fan art, this bizarre mammal monster. It's so fluffy. I should call it Fluffo. It is my Fluffo, not yours. But super cute, weird, scary, funny, all of the above looking. And the scenery is also taking place in the aforementioned new map, which looks gorgeous. Fluffle seems to be a mix between a bat and a rodent-like creature. The devs did say they visited Australia for inspiration, so potentially it's taken after an animal from there. It breathes in air to get fluffy, perhaps allowing it to fly better or something. Certainly you can use it to attack, as seen here. Really cool though, glad we finally get a mammal monster reveal. They're always fun to fight. Next we got a further look at Chameleos' lost son, some new attacks like a poison attack, color me shocked. What I found interesting was its tail. It can get huge and spew out poison. It looks like a nasty grub or something, and also looks like an annoying fight without poison resist set. Then again, I did like Giganox, so we'll see how it goes. Next up was another brand new revealed monster, a Velociraptor type monster, most likely a weakling given Raptor's history with the game. Also looks quite boring design wise from these shots. The only standout feature is its head frills, which can probably be used to blind you like Gypsaros's crystal thing. The overall design seems to be inspired by Dilophosaurus. And lastly, we finally got the reveal of the actual flagship monster, this badass brute wyvern called Nerohugante. Basically, Diablo incarnate. Lots of spikes, thick, with super big horns. Kind of looks frontierish, but like a cool frontier monster, which I don't mind since some of the designs from there are amazing in my opinion. But its backstory or lore will be potentially interesting, as it seems to be in cahoots with the big giant megalith, as seen here as slams and harpoons stuck in a giant monster, presumably launched from your crew. It also is seen taken off the back of the monster at the end of the trailer. Similarly, its intro was it breaking out of black crystals deep within the canyon. Perhaps the research group was studying or mining this crystal material from the canyon and uncovered it. We'll see. But he looks tough, and like most any other flagship, Nerugante will be the last new monster you face revolving around the main story, unless focus shifts over to the giant canyon monster, since the cutscenes show fighting it in the canyon and the sea. But the fun doesn't stop there. The trailer gets good with epic music and a voice work done from a mysterious hooded figure asking the crew about tracking the monster, and something about the dream of finding the truth.
Might I ask, are you tracking the monster? It seems so easy. Follow the trail, find the truth.
Then we get a look at yet another brand new monster, some white bird-like wyvern with many wings. And given the wingspan, it's a huge monster to fight too. And that's the last monster they showed off. They showed off a lot of monsters so far, but they need to chill. Honestly, I'm satisfied. I think we're all satisfied. Hopefully they keep some surprises for us later instead of spoiling everything. The dozen or so monsters they've shown so far will hold us over till January. The trailer ends in an amazing montage of cutscene clips and standard gameplay. And honestly, this is probably the best Monster Hunter trailer ever. They've really outdone themselves, and the game is looking to be the best in the series by far. With the added strength of a better story and easier matchmaking system potentially, it might even be worth picking up for that alone if you're not into the grinding aspect of the late game. Monster Hunter World releases worldwide January 26, 2018. Crossing all limbs I have for no delay, but keep expectations in check. The very last bit of the trailer shows some pre-order and deluxe bonuses. No surprise if you at all have a brain and know about the console gaming industry. Pre-ordering the standard edition gets you a cool male and female armor set called the Origin set, presumably limited to pre-order only. You also get a charm, perhaps just something to boost you early on, but it could be unique. We won't know that for a while. They also revealed the digital deluxe edition, which includes a sick samurai skin. Yes, that's right, skin. So it's a cosmetic you can equip over your armor without changing the armor stats itself. Standard skin type thing used in nearly every other game nowadays. Anyone who didn't see this coming, well, pay attention maybe. They'll most likely continue this sort of thing post-game for extra revenue. Let's not act surprised. Hopefully it stays cosmetic and not adding actual advantages like Destiny 2 did, from what I've heard. Though in a co-op only game, it's less of an outrage. You also get some extra goodies. 3 deluxe exclusive gestures, face paint, and hairstyle revolving around Nippon. They also have stickers? What? That's kind of cool. So little fun colorful emotes for the chat thing, I guess, and multiplayer. Hopefully it's not distracting or anything if someone spams that in chat. And that is it for Monster Hunter World TGS trailer analysis. Nothing too noteworthy, just a super cool trailer with new characters, locales, and mons. But nevertheless, very fun to watch. I'll leave a link in the description to the full trailer, as well as gamer-sized version of it where you can download it to watch it clearly in full HD without YouTube compression. No shill or promotion or anything like that. I just like their site for the trailers. Oh, and they also released info of physical goods for the game. An entire collector's edition was shown with tons of goods and a sweet Nerugante figure, as well as a freaking art book. This shit looks amazing. Hopefully it comes to the West, so definitely splurge all over it. Sadly, no steelbook though. And the second thing was a Rathalos PS4 Pro. Guys! Holy. Looks like hot fire and the red controller is lit. You can call me the pun master. Anyways, hopefully it comes stateside for people to enjoy. I still don't have a Pro and won't for a while now due to the hurricane we got hit with a little over a week ago. So maybe I'll hold out for this version. Speaking of hurricane, I am back in safe, obviously. If you didn't know, I live in Florida and basically got hit by the eye of the Hurricane Irma, but she was weak by the time we were hit. All is good, but a week without power and having to spend lots of money on shit did send me back a bit and was a pain in the ass to deal with, hence no Destiny 2. I talk about it more in the experiences I had in the new Bloodborne Let's Play episode I'll upload today or tomorrow. Should be episode 7, I think, so make sure to watch that for more deets on that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. What do you guys think of the new trailer, the new mons, more emphasis on story? Sound off in the comments below. Leave a like, and if you haven't already, you really should subscribe for more Mon Hunt epicness.